to a house built for the name of the Lord. Chapter 23. David was old and full of days. He made Solomon his son king over Israel. David assembled all the leaders of Israel and the priests and the Levites. The Levites, 30 years old and upward, were numbered, and the total was 38,000 men. 24,000 of these, David said, shall have charge of the work in the house of the Lord. 6,000 shall be officers and judges, 4,000 gatekeepers, and 4,000 shall offer praises to the Lord with the instruments that I have made for praise. And David organized them in divisions corresponding to the sons of Levi, Gershon, Kohath, and Merari. The sons of Gershon were Ladan and Shimei. The sons of Ladan, Jehiel the chief, and Zetham and Joel, 3. The sons of Shimei, Shelomoth, Haziel, and Hera, 3. These were the heads of the fathers' houses of Ladan. And the sons of Shimei, Jahath, Zina, and Jeush, and Beriah. These 4 were the sons of Shimei. Jahath was the chief and Ziza the second. But Jeush and Beriah did not have many sons. Therefore they became counted as a single father's house. The sons of Kohath, Amram, Izhar, Hebron, and Uzziel, 4. The sons of Amram, Aaron, and Moses. Aaron was set apart to dedicate the most holy things, that he and his sons forever should make offerings before the Lord, and minister to him and pronounce blessings in his name forever. But the sons of Moses, the man of God, were named among the tribe of Levi. The sons of Moses, Gershom and Eleazar. The sons of Gershom, Shebuel the chief. The sons of Eleazar, Rehabiah the chief. Eleazar had no other sons, but the sons of Rehabiah were very many. The sons of Izhar, Shelomith the chief. The sons of Hebron, the chief, Amariah the second, Jehaziel the third, and Jekameam the fourth. The sons of Uzziel, Micah the chief, and Ishiah the second. The sons of Merari, Malai and Mushai. The sons of Malai, Eleazar and Kish. Eleazar died having no sons, but only daughters. Their kinsmen, the sons of Kish, married them. The sons of Mushai, Malai, Eder, and Jeremoth, 3. These were the sons of Levi by their fathers' houses, the heads of fathers' houses, as they were listed according to the number of the names of the individuals from 20 years old and upward, who were to do the work for the service of the house of the Lord. For David said, the Lord, the God of Israel, has given rest to his people, and he dwells in Jerusalem forever. And so the Levites no longer need to carry the tabernacle or any of the things for its service. For by the last words of David, the sons of Levi were numbered from 20 years old and upward. For their duty was to assist the sons of Aaron for the service of the house of the Lord, having the care of the courts and the chambers, the cleansing of all that is holy, and any work for the service of the house of God. Their duty was also to assist with the showbread, the flour for the grain offering, the wafers of unleavened bread, the baked offering, the offering mixed with oil, and all measures of quantity or size. And they were to stand every morning, thanking and praising the Lord, and likewise at evening, and whenever burnt offerings were offered to the Lord on Sabbaths, new moons, and feast days, according to the number required of them, regularly before the Lord. Thus they were to keep charge of the tent of meeting and the sanctuary, and to attend the sons of Aaron, their brothers, for the service of the house of the Lord.
You need water and a towel nearby because you need them later.
Chapter 24.
Remember, have a chair nearby for...
The divisions of the sons of Aaron were these.
All right, we're going to
The
start
sons
with
of
stretch.
Aaron,
Let's take a deep breath.
Nadab, Abihu, Eleazar, and
Exhale to
Ithamar.
chin down.
But Nadab and Abihu died before their father and had no children. So Eleazar and Ithamar became the priests, with the help of Zadok of the sons of Eleazar, and Ahimelech of the sons of Ithamar. David organized them according to the appointed duties in their service. Since more chief men were found among the sons of Eleazar than among the sons of Ithamar, they organized them under 16 heads of fathers' houses of the sons of Eleazar, and 8 of the sons of Ithamar. They divided them by lot, all alike, for there were sacred officers and officers of God among both the sons of Eleazar and the sons of Ithamar. And the scribe Shemaiah, the son of Nathanael, a Levite, recorded them in the presence of the king and the princes and Zadok the priest and Ahimelech the son of Abiathar and the heads of the fathers' houses of the priests and of the Levites, one father's house being chosen for Eleazar and one chosen for Ithamar. The first lot fell to Jehoiarib, the second to Judea, the third to Haram, the fourth to Seram, the fifth to Malchijah, the sixth to Mijamin, the seventh to Hakkaz, the eighth to Abijah, the ninth to Jeshua, the 10th to Shechaniah, the 11th to Eliashib, 12th to Jacob, the 13th to Huppah, the 14th to Jeshabeah, the 15th to Bilgah, the 16th to Immer, the 17th to Hezer, the 18th to Hepazez, the 19th to Pethahiah, the 20th to Jehezkel, the 21st to Jacob, the 22nd to Gamul, the 23rd to Delaiah, the 24th to Maaziah. These had as their appointed duty in their service to come into the house of the Lord according to the procedure established for them by Aaron their father, as the Lord God of Israel had commanded him. And of the rest of the sons of Levi, of the sons of Amram, Shubael, of the sons of Shubael, Jehdeiah, of Rehabiah, of the sons of Rehabiah, Ishiah the chief, of the Israelites, Shalom, of the sons of Shalom, Jahath, the sons of Hebron, Jeriah the chief, Amariah the second, Jehaziel the third, Jekameam the fourth, the sons of Uzziah, Micah, of the sons of Micah, Shamer, the brother of Micah, Ishiah, of the sons of Ishiah, Zechariah, the sons of Merari, Malai and Mushai, the sons of Jehaziah, Beno, the sons of Merari, of Jehaziah, Beno, Joam, Zachar, and Ibri. Of Malai, Eleazar, who had no son. Of Kish, the sons of Kish, Jeremiah. The sons of Mushai, Malai, Eder, and Jeremiah. These were the sons of the Levites according to their fathers' houses. These also, the head of each father's house and his younger brother alike, cast lots, just as their brothers, the sons of Aaron, in the presence of King David, Zadok, Ahimelech, and the heads of fathers' houses of the priests and of the Levites. Chapter 25. David and the chiefs of the service also set apart for the service the sons of Asaph and of Heman, and of Jeduthun, who prophesied with lyres, with harps, and with cymbals. The list of those who did the work and of their duties was, of the sons of Asaph, Zachar, Joseph, Nethaniah, and Asherellah, sons of Asaph, under the direction of Asaph, who prophesied under the direction of the king. Of Jeduthun, the sons of Jeduthun, Gedaliah, Zeri, Jeshaiah, Shimei, Hashabiah, and Mattathiah, 6 under the direction of their father Jeduthun, who prophesied with the lyre in thanksgiving and praise to the Lord. Of Heman, the sons of Heman, Bechiah, Mattaniah, Uziel, Shebuel, and Jeremiah, Hananiah, Hananah, Eliathah, Gedaltai, and Ramamti-Ezer, Joshbekashah, Malachi, Hothar, Mahaziel. All these were the sons of Heman the king's seer, according to the promise of God to exalt him. For God had given Heman 14 sons and 3 daughters. They were all under the direction of their father in the music in the house of the Lord with cymbals, harps, and lyres for the service of the house of God. Asaph, Jeduthun, and Heman were under the order of the king. The number of them along with their brothers who were trained in singing to the Lord, all who were skillful, was 288. And they cast lots for their duties, small and great, teacher and pupil alike. The first lot fell for Asaph to Joseph, the second to Gedaliah, to him and his brothers and his sons, 12. The third to Zachar, his sons and his brothers, 12. The fourth to Israel, his sons and his brothers, 12. Fifth to Nethaniah, his sons and his brothers, 12. The sixth to Bechiah, his sons and his brothers, 12. The seventh to Jeshareelah, his sons and his brothers, 12. The eighth to Jeshaiah, his sons and his brothers, 12. The 9th to Mattaniah, his sons and his brothers, 12. The 10th to Shimei, his sons and his brothers, 12. The 11th to Azarel, his sons and his brothers, 12. The 12th to Hashabiah, his sons and his brothers, 12. To the 13th, Shubael, his sons and his brothers, 12. To the 14th, Mattathiah, his sons and his brothers, 12. To the 15th, to Jeremiah, his sons and his brothers, 12. To the 16th, to Hananiah, his sons and his brothers, 12. To the 17th, to Joshbekashah, his sons and his brothers, 12. To the 18th, to Hananiah, his sons and his brothers, 12. To the 19th, to Malachi, his sons and his brothers, 12. To the 20th, to Eliathah, his sons and his brothers, 12. To the 21st, to Hothar, his sons and his brothers, 12. To the 22nd, to Gedaltai, his sons and his brothers, 12. To the 23rd, to Mahaziah, his sons and his brothers, 12. To the 24th, to Romamti-Ezer, his sons and his brothers, 12.
Nice straight back. Nobody's going to get hurt that way. That's really, really important. Excellent form, you guys.
Chapter
I wanna hear that
26.
breathing. There's the breathing.
As for the divisions of the gatekeepers, of the Korahites,
We're almost
Meshamiah, the
finished.
son of
Military
Kore,
press next.
of the sons
We're
of
almost
Asaph.
finished. Here we go.
And Meshelemiah had sons, Zechariah the firstborn, Jediael the second, Zebediah the third, Jathniel the fourth, Elam the fifth, Jehohanan the sixth, Elihoenai the seventh. And Obed-Edom had sons,
Chest is up.
Shemaiah the firstborn,
Good. If you have any pressure in
Jehozabad
your
the
lower
second,
back, that means the
Joah the third,
you need to like
Zechar the fourth,
let's go check these guys out.
Nethanel the fifth, Amiel the sixth, Issachar the seventh,
Up, straight.
Ulithi the eighth, for God blessed him.
Really, really, really.
Also to his son Shemaiah were sons born, who were rulers in their father's houses, for they were men of great ability. The sons of Shemaiah, Othni, Raphael, Obed, and Elzabad, whose brothers were able men, Elihu and Semachiah. All these were of the sons of Obed-Edom, with their sons and brothers, able men qualified for the service, 62 of Obed-Edom. And Meshelemiah had sons and brothers, able men, 18. And Hosea of the sons of Merari had sons, Shimri the chief, for though he was not the firstborn, his father made him chief. Hilkiah the second, Gebaliah the third, Zechariah the fourth. All the sons and brothers of Hosea were 13. These divisions of the gatekeepers, corresponding to their chief men, had duties just as their brothers did, ministering in the house of the Lord. And they cast lots by fathers' houses, small and great alike, for their gates. The lot for the east fell to Shelemiah.
Just like that.
They cast lots also for his son Zechariah, a shrewd counselor, and his lot came out for the north. Obed-Edom's came out for the south, and to his sons was allotted the gatehouse. For Shechem and Hosea it came out for the west, at the gate of Shalakith on the road that goes up. Watch corresponded to watch. On the east there were 6 each day, on the north 4 each day, on the south 4 each day, as well as 2 and 2 at the gatehouse. And for the colonnade on the west there were 4 at the road and 2 at the colonnade. These were the divisions of the gatekeepers among the Korahites and the sons of Merari.
Nice and straight from here
And
to
of the
here.
Levites, Ahijah had charge of the treasuries of the house of God and the treasuries of the dedicated gifts. The sons of Ladan, sons of the Gershonites belonging to Ladan, the heads of the fathers' houses belonging to Ladan the Gershonite, Jehieli. The sons of Jehieli, Shetham and Joel his brother, were in charge of the treasuries of the house of the Lord. Of the Amramites, the Gizerites, the Hebronites, and the Uzzielites. And Shebuel the son of Gershom, son of Moses, was chief officer in charge of the treasury. His brothers from Eleazar were his son Rehabiah, and his son Jeshiah, and his son Joram, and his son Zichri, and his son Shilomith. This Shelomoth and his brothers were in charge of all the treasuries of the dedicated gifts that David the king and the heads of the fathers' houses, and the officers of the thousands and the hundreds, and the commanders of the army had dedicated. From spoil won in battles they dedicated gifts for the maintenance of the house of the Lord. Also all that Samuel the seer, and Saul the son of Kish, and Abner the son of Ner, and Joab the son of Zeruiah had dedicated. All dedicated gifts were in the care of Shelomoth and his brothers. Of the Israelites, Kenaniah and his sons were appointed to external duties for Israel as officers and judges.
Go to lunch. Clear the
Of the
floor.
Hebronites, Hashabiah and his brothers, 1,700 men of ability, had the oversight of Israel westward of the Jordan for all the work of the Lord and for the service of the king.
Right leg first.
Of the Hebronites, Jerijah was chief of the Hebronites of whatever genealogy or fathers' houses.
Boom. Let's turn.
In the 40th year of David's reign, search was made, and men of great ability among them were
Back
found
leg's
at
nice and
Jazer
straight,
in
guys.
Gilead.
Boom. Make sure that knee's over the
King
ankle.
David appointed him and his brothers, 2,700 men of ability, heads of fathers' houses, to have the oversight of the Reubenites, the Gadites, and the half-tribe of the Manassites, for everything pertaining to God and for the affairs of the king.
Good. Back leg. See how straight that leg is? That's perfect, you guys.
Chapter 27.
All right.
This is the number of the people of Israel, the heads of fathers' houses, the commanders of thousands and hundreds, and their officers who served the king in all matters concerning the divisions that came and went, month after month, throughout the year, each division numbering 24,000.
Nice.
Jashobeam, the son of Zabdiel, was in charge of the first division in the first month. In his division were 24,000. He was a descendant of Perez and was chief of all the commanders. He served for the first month. Dodai the Ahohite was in charge of the division of the second month. In his division were 24,000. The third commander for the third month was Benaiah, the son of Jehoiada the chief priest. In his division were 24,000. This is the Benaiah who was a mighty man of the 30 and in command of the 30. The Mizabad, his son, was in charge of his division. Asahel, the brother of Joab, was fourth for the fourth month, and his son Zebediah after him. In his division were 24,000. The fifth commander for the fifth month was Shammah the Israelite. In his division were 24,000. Sixth for the sixth month was Ira the son of Ikish, the Tekoite. In his division were 24,000. Seventh for the seventh month was Helez the Pelonite of the sons of Ephraim. In his division were 24,000. Eighth for the eighth month was Sibbecai the Hushathite of the Zerahites. In his division were 24,000. Ninth for the ninth month was Ebenezer of Anathoth, a Benjaminite. In his division were 24,000. Tenth for the 10th month was Maharai of Netophah of the Zerahites. In his division were 24,000. 11th for the 11th month was Benaiah of Pirathon, the sons of Ephraim. In his division were 24,000. 12th for the 12th month was Heldai the Netophathite of Othniel. In his division were 24,000. Over the tribes of Israel, for the Reubenites, Eleazar the son of Zichri was chief officer. For the Simeonites, Shephatiah the son of Maacah. For Levi, Hashabiah the son of Kemuel. For Aaron, Zadok. For Judah, Elihu, one of David's brothers. For Issachar, Amram the son of Micaiah. For Zebulun, Ishmael the son of Obadiah. For Naphtali, Jeremoth the son of Azriel. For the Ephraimites, Hoshea the son of Azaziah. For the half-tribe of Manasseh, Joel the son of Pedaiah. For the half-tribe of Manasseh in Gilead, Iddo the son of Zechariah. For Benjamin, Jaasiel the son of Abner. For Dan, Azarel the son of Jeroam. These were the leaders of the tribes of Israel. David did not count those below 20 years of age, for the Lord had promised to make Israel as many as the stars of heaven. Joab the son of Zeruiah began to count, but did not finish. Yet wrath came upon Israel for this, and the number was not entered in the chronicles of King David. Over the king's treasuries was Asmaveth the son of Adiel. And over the treasuries in the country, in the cities, in the villages, and in the towers was Jonathan the son of Uzziah. And over those who did the work of the field for tilling the soil was Ezra the son of Helem. And over the vineyards was Shimei the Ramathite. And over the produce of the vineyards for the wine cellars was Zabdi the Shiplite. Over the olive and sycamore trees in the Shephelah was Baal-Hanan the Gederite. And over the stores of oil was Joash. Over the herds that pastured in Sharon was Shitrai the Sharonite. Over the herds in the valleys was Shaphat the son of Adlon. Over the camels was Obil the Ishmaelite. And over the donkeys was Judea the Meronithite. Over the flocks was Jaziz the Hagrite.
That's it.
All these were stewards of King David's property.
Okay, a few left.
Jonathan, David's uncle, was a counselor, being a man of understanding and a scribe. He and Jehiel, the son of Admonah, attended the king's sons. Ahithophel was the king's counselor, and Hushai the Archite was the king's friend. Ahithophel was succeeded by Jehoiada the son of Benaiah and Abiathar. Joab was commander of the king's army.
Really important here. Don't bend over. Straighten the arms at the bottom. All the
Chapter
way open,
28.
and then all the way closed.
David assembled at Jerusalem all the officials of Israel, the officials of the tribes, the officers of the divisions that served the king, the commanders of thousands, the commanders of hundreds, the stewards of all the property and livestock of the king and his sons, together with the palace officials, the mighty men, and all the seasoned warriors.
We got 5 left.
Then King David rose to his feet and said, "Hear me, my brothers and my people. I had it in my heart to build a house of rest for the ark of the covenant of the Lord and for the footstool of our God, and I made preparations for building. But God said to me, 'You may not build a house for my name, for you are a man of war and have shed blood.' Yet the Lord God of Israel chose me from all my father's house to be king over Israel forever. For he chose Judah as leader, and in the house of Judah my father's house, and among my father's sons he took pleasure in me to make me king over all Israel. And of all my sons, for the Lord has given me many sons, he has chosen Solomon my son to sit on the throne of the kingdom of the Lord over Israel. He said to me, 'It is Solomon your son who shall build my house and my courts, for I have chosen him to be my son, and I will be his father. I will establish his kingdom forever if he continues strong in keeping my commandments and my rules, as he is today. Now therefore, in the sight of all Israel, the assembly of the Lord, and in the hearing of our God, observe and seek out all the commandments of the Lord your God, that you may possess this good land, and leave it for an inheritance to your children after you forever. And you, Solomon my son, know the God of your father, and serve him with a whole heart, and with a willing mind, for the Lord searches all hearts and understands every plan and thought. If you seek him, he will be found by you. But if you forsake him, he will cast you off forever. Be careful now, for the Lord has chosen you to build a house for the sanctuary. Be strong and do it." Then David gave Solomon his son the plan of the vestibule of the temple, and of its houses, its treasuries, its upper rooms, and its inner chambers, and of the room for the mercy seat, and the plan of all that he had in mind for the courts of the house of the Lord, all the surrounding chambers, the treasuries of the house of God, and the treasuries for dedicated gifts, for the divisions of the priests and of the Levites, and all the work of the service in the house of the Lord, for all the vessels for the service in the house of the Lord, the weight of gold for all golden vessels for each service, the weight of silver vessels for each service, the weight of the golden lampstands and their lamps, the weight of gold for each lampstand and its lamps, the weight of silver for a lampstand and its lamps, according to the use of each lampstand in the service, the weight of gold for each table for the showbread, the silver for the silver table, and pure gold for the forks, the basins, and the cups, for the golden bowls and the weight of each, for the silver bowls and the weight of each, for the altar of incense made of refined gold and its weight. Also his plan for the golden chariot of the cherubim that spread their wings and covered the ark of the covenant of the Lord. All this he made clear to me in writing from the hand of the Lord, all the work to be done according to the plan. Then David said to Solomon his son, "Be strong and courageous, and do it. Do not be afraid, and do not be dismayed, for the Lord God, even my God, is with you. He will not leave you or forsake you, until all the work for the service of the house of the Lord is finished. And behold, the divisions of the priests and the Levites for all the service of the house of God. And with you in all the work will be every willing man who has skill for any kind of service. Also the officers and all the people will be holy at your command."
7 right on the floor. 7 wide, 7 close, and 7
Chapter
stand.
29.
Same kind of beat.
And David the king said to all the assembly,
Down, hold.
"Solomon my son, whom alone God has chosen, is young and inexperienced, and the work is great, for the palace will not be for man, but for the Lord God.
That's nice and wide.
So I have have provided for the house of my
Head is
God,
straight.
so far as
Stomach
I
and
was
back is
able,
nice and tight.
the
Make sure
gold
you
for the things of gold,
Good,
the
good.
silver for the
We're
things
gonna
of
switch over
silver,
to the close ones.
and the bronze for the things of
Let's
bronze,
go. In here.
the
Nice and
iron
tight.
for the things of iron,
Just like
and
that.
wood for the things of wood,
Uphold.
besides great quantities of onyx and stones for setting, antimony, colored stones, all sorts of precious stones and marble.
Really tight. Don't let those elbows
Moreover,
flare.
in addition to all that I have provided for the holy
See, at least
house,
you gotta get those elbows.
I
nice
have
and
a
tight.
treasure
Too
of my
wide.
own, gold and silver,
Go backward.
and because of my devotion to the house of my God, I give it to the house of my God.
It's better. It's tough.
3,000 talents of
All
gold,
right. That's the last.
of the gold of Ophir,
Helping the hands
and
is wider.
7,000
The
talents
original
of
one,
refined
3,000
silver,
is wide.
for overlaying the walls of the house, and for all the work to be done by craftsmen, gold for the things of gold, and silver for the things of silver. For willingly, consecrating himself today to the Lord. Then the leaders of fathers' houses made their free will offerings, as did also the leaders of the tribes, the commanders of thousands and of hundreds, and the officers over the
Next one
king's
is a
work.
back exercise. It's called
They gave
lawnmower.
for the service of the house of God 5,000 talents, and 10,000 derricks of gold, 10,000 talents of silver, 18,000 talents of bronze,
Right leg straight.
and 100,000 talents of iron.
Big back movement.
And whoever had precious stones gave them to the treasury of the house of the Lord, in the care of Jehiel the Gershonite.
Just starting out here.
Then the people rejoiced because they had given willingly, for with a whole heart they had offered freely to the Lord. David the king also rejoiced greatly.
See this twist movement that Lisa
Therefore
has? It's
David
really
blessed the
important.
Lord in the presence of all the assembly. And
Nice
David
straight line
said,
here.
Blessed are you, O Lord, the God of Israel our Father, forever and ever.
Let's see Sean.
Yours, O Lord, is the greatness and the power and the glory and the victory and the majesty. For all that is in the heavens and in the earth is yours. Yours is the kingdom, O Lord, and you are exalted as head above all.
8 to 15 reps here
Both
too.
riches and honor
Right away,
come from
to
you,
the left hand.
and you rule over all. In your hand are power and might,
Form.
and in your hand it is to make great and to give strength to
Let's see,
all.
guys. That's excellent.
And now we thank you, our God, and praise your glorious name.
Big twist. You see the twist at the top?
But who am I, and what is my people, that we should be able thus to offer
Sean's
willingly?
good. Nice.
For all things come from you, and of your own have we given you.
Not as much tension at the
For
bottom.
we are strangers before you and sojourners, as all our fathers were. Our days on the earth are like a shadow, and there is no abiding. O Lord our God, all this abundance that we have provided for building you a house for your holy name comes from your hand, and is all your own.
Shoulder flies.
I know,
Might wanna
my
let you wait a
God,
little bit here.
that you test the heart and have pleasure in uprightness.
8 to 15 reps.
In the uprightness of my heart I have freely offered all these things. And now I have seen your people who are present here, offering freely and joyously
Got a
to
little
you.
hold at the top.
O Lord, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, our fathers, keep forever such purposes and thoughts in the hearts of your people,
The deltoids.
and direct their
Try to
hearts
get out of
toward
Lisa's
you.
way here. Important thing
Grant
is,
to
see how
Solomon
high her
my
elbows
son
are?
a whole
She's
heart,
not up like
that
this.
he may keep your commandments,
Sean,
your
resistance
testimonies,
bands.
and your statutes,
Great for this exercise.
performing
You really feel
all,
it here, don't you?
and that he may build the palace for which I have made provision.
Straight back.
Then
and
David
forward,
said to all the
breathing.
assembly,
See how wide she is?
Bless
Really
the Lord
important.
your
Weight is
God.
really nice, so you might have to lighten
And
weights.
all the assembly blessed the Lord, the God of their fathers, and bowed their heads and paid homage to the Lord and to the king. And they offered sacrifices to the Lord, and on the next day offered burnt
Get your weight
offerings
for
to
doing
the Lord,
21. It's a bicep
1,000
exercise.
bulls,
7
1,000
low,
rams,
7 high,
and
7 all
1,000
the way.
lambs, with their drink
Knees bent,
offerings
back
and
straight.
sacrifices in abundance for all Israel.
It's a half movement.
And they
Only
ate and drank before the Lord on that day with great gladness.
straight arms to the bottom. Really important.
And they made Solomon, the son of David, king the second time, and they anointed him as prince for the Lord, and Zadok as priest.
Everything's the same with the lower half.
Then
Notice
Solomon sat
knees
on
are
the
always
throne of
bent,
the Lord as
back is always
king in
straight,
place of David
chest
his
is always
father.
up, eyes are forward.
And he
Good great
prospered,
arm flash,
and
really
all
shaped.
Israel
7
obeyed
low,
him.
now we're gonna go 7 high.
All the
Ready? Go
leaders
7
and the
high.
mighty men, and also all the sons of King David, pledged their allegiance to King Solomon.
Make sure
And the Lord made
make sure
Solomon
your
very
knees are bent.
great in the sight of all
Make sure
Israel,
back is straight.
and bestowed on him such royal majesty
resistance
as
bands
had
can
not
really
been
feel
on
it, don't
any
you?
king before him in Israel.
Making the show and work today. I
Thus
like that.
David, the
So
son of
good.
Jesse, reigned
Good.
over all
Now you do the full
Israel.
Monty. Let's go.
The
All
time
way
that he
up
reigned
and
over
down.
Israel was 40
All
years.
the way up and down.
He reigned 7 years in Hebron and 33 years in Jerusalem. Then he died of good age, full of days, riches, and honor.
We can grab some chairs.
And
get a few
Solomon his
beats,
son
we got 2
reigned
left.
in his place.
Do some dips.
Now the acts of King David, from first to last,
So wait, so where
are
the
written in
Jesus?
the chronicles of
We're gonna
Samuel
try
the
steps to the
seer,
back of the shoulders.
and in the chronicles of Nathan the
That
prophet,
nice, strong,
and in
sturdy
the
chair.
chronicles of Gad the
Put
seer,
your hands on either
with
side.
accounts of
Your
all his
hips.
rule and his might,
Straighten the legs.
and of the
Scoot
circumstances
out so
that
you
came
can clear
upon
your
him,
back.
and upon Israel,
Nice
and
and
upon
deep.
all the kingdoms of the
Don't overdo
countries.
it, guys. You can't go down like that. Don't worry about it. Play with it. We can do this.
Second Chronicles,
Short range motion like that.
chapter 1.
And if also,
Solomon,
option
the son
one,
of David,
option
established
two.
himself in his
It's hard.
kingdom, and the Lord his God was with him, and made him exceedingly great.
As you see the pace,
Solomon spoke
not
to all
rushing it, not
Israel, to
overdoing
the
it.
commanders of thousands
You're going
and of
almost
hundreds,
parallel with the upper
to the
arm,
judges,
that's
and to all the leaders in all Israel, the heads
Sean.
of fathers' houses. And Solomon
Legs
and all the
straight,
assembly with
toes
him
up.
went to the high place that was at
Two more,
Gibeon,
you guys.
for the tent of meeting of God, which Moses, the servant of the Lord, had made in the wilderness, was there.
3-part squats.
But David had brought up the ark of God from
Close,
Kiriath Jearim
a little wider,
to the place that David had prepared for it,
okay?
for he had pitched a tent for it in Jerusalem.
Here we go.
Moreover,
You guys
the
ready?
bronze altar that
You're like a
Bezalel,
pair of
the son of
skis.
Uri, son of Hur, had made,
Hands
was
up.
there before the tabernacle of the Lord. And Solomon and the assembly sought it out.
Let's see the
And
form.
Solomon went up there to the bronze altar before the Lord, which was at the tent of meeting, and offered 1,000 burnt offerings on it.
Tall.
In that night God appeared to Solomon and said to him,
So good.
"Ask what I shall
Sean,
give
nice
you."
and- nice and tall.
And Solomon said to God, "You have shown great and steadfast love to David my father, and have made me king in his place. O Lord God, let your word to David my father be now fulfilled, for you have made me king over a people as numerous as the dust of the earth. Give me now wisdom and knowledge to go out and come in before this people. For who can govern this people of yours, which is so great?"
That looks really good. Nice
God
straight
answered
back, you guys.
Solomon,
Sometimes people can't do that. You
"Because
have to
this
lean
was in
forward.
your
That's
heart,
okay.
and you have not
Last one.
asked for
Looks like this.
possession,
Nice
wealth,
and wide.
honor, or the life of those who hate
Hands
you,
are here. You
and
gotta
have
push
not
out.
even
The last
asked
one.
for long life,
Push the knees
but have
out.
asked for wisdom and knowledge for yourself, that you may govern my people over whom I have made you king. Wisdom and knowledge are granted to you.
Drive that pelvis
I
forward.
will also give you
Turn those
riches,
knees out.
possessions,
Heads
and
up.
honor,
Nice little
such as
pause
none
above.
of the kings had who were before you, and none after you shall have the like.
Just like that. Good form.
So
guys.
Solomon
Nice and
came
deep.
from the high place at
Last
Gibeon,
one.
from
All
before
right,
the
let's
tent of
stretch.
meeting, to Jerusalem,
Doing that quad.
and he
Here it
reigned
comes.
over
Stand
Israel.
tall. Grab the foot.
Solomon gathered together chariots and horsemen. He had 1,400 chariots and 12,000 horsemen, whom he stationed in the chariot cities and with the king in Jerusalem. And the king made silver and gold as common in Jerusalem as stone, and he made cedar as plentiful as the sycamore of the shepherd. And Solomon's import of horses was from Egypt and Cush, and the king's traders would buy them from Cush for a price. They imported a chariot from Egypt for 600 shekels of silver, and a horse for 150. Likewise, through them, these were exported to all the kings of the Hittites and the kings of Syria.
Back. Front. Last stretch, you guys.
Chapter 2.
Boom. That's it. Nice
Now
work. See you
Solomon
tomorrow for
purposed
cardio
to
abs.
build a
Nice work,
temple
you
for the
guys.
name of
Thank
the
you very
Lord,
much.
and a royal palace for himself.